Hey you guys, and welcome to the video. So first things first, I want to just say thank you guys so much for the support. Being a Saints creator isn't the easiest thing at times. There's a lot of animosity in the community, and seeing all the support you guys have basically just been bringing this channel as a whole is crazy. We've been growing like crazy, the community's been growing like crazy, and I just appreciate you all being here. So today, I want to basically talk about a few promo images I got sent through Deep Silver. If you don't know what the DSCC is, it's basically this program where we basically get insights into the future of Saints Row, and we basically had this sort of like meeting thing where they spoke about the future of Saints Row, and obviously I can't share too much. So what they did allow me to do though was take a look at this pack that they have coming out for the game PR-wise. It's full of screenshots of the upcoming DLC, and we can hopefully take a look at some of the upcoming marketing for the game a little bit early over on the AJ channel. See, I'll hook you guys up. Anyway, so let's go through image by image and I'll basically give you my thoughts. Also, I don't technically know if I'm supposed to be doing this, but I think they were basically just given to me to help the channel with branding and stuff, but I'm sure we'll be fine. We'll be fine. There's nothing to worry about. Why's this guy chasing me? Well, ain't chasing me no more. So the first image we have is basically a new look at the upcoming Wingsuit game mode. I think that this was actually posted on socials today, but basically what it is the boss wingsuiting through this sort of hoop. So if you ever played the Saints Row 3 DLC, we had a very similar activity to this, and I think it's going to be basically similar to that. I can't remember what it was called for the life of me, but I think it was described as pretty much trailblazing, so that'll be pretty cool. It reminds me a lot of basically some of the activities in Saints Row 4. For example, that activity where you basically ran through the checkpoints and jumped through the sky and sort of did your gliding in that game to get to the objectives. It kind of reminds me of that, so that's actually pretty cool, and I look forward to playing that. The wingsuit is definitely one of the best things about this game, so I'm looking forward to that being really utilized how it should have been in the first place. Next up, I've got a couple of banners. I'm just going to put these on screen for you in case you want them for whatever your uses are for them. But yeah, here they are. Then we got some more shots of Sunshine Springs without the marketing fluff on it, and it's pretty cool. I already have a video on Sunshine Springs, so I'm not really going to talk about it too much because I don't want to be rehashing the same points. But as I said in that video, the images look really cool and the map looks really nice. So now we finally got our first look at something new. We got a look at a new weapon. It's basically some sort of like dumbbell launcher. I think that's the best way I can put it. It seems pretty cool though. I feel like this is going to be one of those weapons that's really fun. It kind of reminds me of the weird boxing glove shooting pistols, if you know what I mean. I don't sadly have them on my weapon wheel right now, otherwise I'd show you. But it reminds me a lot of those, and I'm sure it'll be a very fun weapon to take out enemies with. It feels like something that's really going to be fun in the sandbox of the game, opposed to being an actual usable weapon, which I do kind of like. Then we got another look at a new helicopter. I think it looks fantastic. It's being chased by some Marshall tanks by the looks of things, which is really cool. Nice to see that Marshall's going to be making a return. We've already seen a few screenshots mentioning that, and I'll basically talk about that in a second. But it's nice to see Marshall making a return, and we finally get a look at a brand new helicopter, which kind of reminds me of a news helicopter from the earlier Saints Row games. It reminds me a lot of one of the helicopters in Saints Row 2, but I forgot its name. But yeah, it reminds me a lot of some of the earlier Saints Row games helicopters. Then we have this picture of the crew basically gearing up for a heist. All is normal, but Eli's in Marshall gear, which makes me think this is going to be quite an elaborate mission involving Marshall. Should be pretty fun. I look forward to that. We should be breaking into some cool Marshall stuff, probably to get some sort of gear for a setup of the heist. I don't think that the actual heist is going to be on Marshall. Then we have another image here where they seem to be holding the miniguns we saw in the campaign of Saints Row. Nice and cool. I'm glad they're coming back. Hopefully we can keep them as an equipable weapon. It'd be really cool, and our co-op partners there also. So that's really nice. I just hope that, like I say, it's an equipable weapon and not something we get to hold for, say, 30 seconds before having to move on to the next section of the game. And then finally we have this screenshot of the boss outside Sunshine Springs, and what I'm going to say is, and this is a bit of a risky one because I may be wrong, what looks like a new vehicle. So this may be our first glance at a new vehicle. If not, I may be way off, and I apologize. I'm just trying to go off memory. But yeah, it looks really cool. I'm hoping I don't crash in the game here. It looks really cool. We've already seen the weapons, so nothing too cool to show off here. But regardless, it looks nice. I'm looking forward to it, and Sunshine Springs really does look nice and pretty. That was not part of my plan. I'm going to get out of this vehicle. I drove literally 2 feet. So that's practically going to do it for this video when it comes to the screenshots. I'm going to have a bit of an outro section here. I want to talk to you guys about something. But yeah, the screenshots are really nice. I think the map looks really good. I think the DLC is looking half decent. We haven't seen too much. I know there's a launch trailer on the way. I personally won't be watching it. I want to play the DLC and not spoil it for myself. I recommend you guys do the same, truthfully. I know that's probably going to fuck with the launch trailer's views, but trust me, just play it for yourself. What would be the point of ruining it with spoilers? I did it for the main game with a story trailer, and it was kind of disappointing. Luckily, I wasn't a big fan of the story of this game, at least with its plot points, so it wasn't the biggest one, but this DLC actually looks quite good plot-wise, so maybe don't ruin that for yourselves. But anyway, as I said, I wanted to basically talk to you real quick about Saints Row as a whole and kind of a bit of an outro segment here. So I hope you guys don't mind me kind of tagging this onto the end of this video because I don't think it really deserves its own. I want to just real quick thank you guys for all the support you guys have been giving on the video. It's been insane. I've had so many people come over and it's just been so nice. The channel's been growing like crazy. And again, I do genuinely appreciate it. You guys are giving me so much support on both the new style of video where it's basically a cutcom, which is great. I'm glad you guys love it. But a lot of support basically just to me morally. Like the amount of times I got a comment and I'm going to call you out on this because it was really nice. I've basically been worried about doing longer videos because these videos are kind of on the longer side nowadays because there's so much information floating about. And someone was just like, don't worry about doing longer videos, man. Your voice is cool. Go for it. And I don't know, it made me feel good and better about myself doing certain videos. And I know that's kind of cringy to be still nervous about posting certain things. But I just basically want to make sure you guys are getting what you want. And the fact that you guys can have that clear conversation with me and tell me that you don't mind certain things that I think you would mind is great. So again, any support and advice, if you guys want me to do a certain thing a certain way, feel free to let me know. You know, I'm not going to come at you like, bro, I do it my way. No, it's our channel. It's not just mine. But yeah, I want to say thank you for that, first of all. So, second of all, I basically want to give you guys a quick update onto how I feel the Saints Row expansion pass is currently and my thoughts on it. So far, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm knowing I'm basically going to enjoy at least 2 of the 3 DLCs. And my logic is, when it comes to the base game, do I like 2 out of 3 missions? Probably not, realistically. A lot of the cutscenes went for me, so if I can at least enjoy 2 of the 3 expansion passes here, at least for me, and it may be a bit of copium here, I'd be happy with that. I'd be happy just enjoying at least 2 out of the 3, and hell, I may even enjoy the 3rd one, but considering we don't know what it is, and we're suspecting LARPing, I'm probably not going to be jumping over the moon for it, you know what I mean? But hey, I'll probably still like some elements of it. But yeah, basically, I want to say that I think the expansion pass is looking quite good, and I'm really enjoying what they're offering so far. It's quite cool to see all of the stuff basically finally come out, and I really do like the sound of this heist pack, so not long till we can finally do some content on that. But again, just a huge thank you to you guys for all the support. It does mean the world, genuinely, and I guess I'll continue to be your flow of Saints Row news. I appreciate you all, take care, and I'll see you in the next video, guys.